For your next project, you're going to make a custom maze game. It needs to have a title screen, instructions, 2 levels, a windscreen, and a lost screen. And you'll notice that most of those things have a recycle symbol because we can recycle those elements from our Curiosity game. In your game, we want the player to be able to be moved using the arrow keys, and for each level, you should have something to be collected and something to be avoided. Here's an example of how you might plan it. You need to work out what your main character will be. You need to work out what you're going to collect, what you're going to avoid, and you might even want to think about what sprite you're going to use to allow your users to go from one level to the next level and then hopefully onto the winning screen. If you don't know what theme you want, please take a moment and brainstorm it. As soon as you think of your great idea, you can stop brainstorming. One option could be to think of places either that you visited or would like to visit, and make a maze game based on that place. Another is to think about a favorite food that you like and make a game based on that, where you can collect the ingredients that are used to make the food and avoid things that are not associated with the food. Perhaps you're an animal lover. Think about your favorite animal, and it might be collecting whatever it needs to survive and avoiding its natural enemies. Once you've chosen your theme, you might want to go ahead and get some assets. You can get them from Scratch's inbuilt library, you can use emoji, or you can use SVG Repo to search for public domain sprites. For example, if you're wanting a happy face, you can type in the word happy. You can filter by multicolor sprites. Scroll down, and when you find a sprite that you like, click on it. If you like the sprite but want to edit the colors, you can do this by choosing to edit the vector and editing the colors from within SVG. The next step is to export as an SVG vector, remembering to save this in your Maze Game Assets folder. You don't have to find all of your sprites at once, just find your first main character sprite for now. Next, we're going to recycle our Curiosity game. Go into your Scratch project folder and double-click on it. Then at the top, give your project a sensible name. Next, in the sprites area, we can remove the sprites that we don't need. We're not going to need our falling sprite. We don't need the yarn sprite. We do need our help and play again sprite. And I'm going to actually rename my cat character Happy because I like that it's got a boom costume already there for me. On the stage, I'm going to go into the backdrops area and I'm going to edit the title and also adjust the colors. Note that if you want to color match exactly, you can make note of the color saturation and brightness value. And if you change the color of your title screen, you might want to change the title of your instructions screen as well. You will need to change your instructions, and I've given you some sentence starters to make that easy. You'll also need to change your first level backdrop. And if you decide that you don't want a timer, that's absolutely fine. You just delete the timer, potentially move your score over, and in the code area, in your variables place, you might choose to hide the timer, and of course, move your score over. If you are going to time the users in their game, you'll want to change your broadcast message to loss if they run out of time. If you don't want to use the timer, you can, of course, ditch that entire block and then systematically go through your stage code and remove the blocks that have to do with your timer variable. Once you're done, you would, of course, want to remove the timer variable if you don't need it. At this point, please save your work. In the next video, I'm going to give you a few more hints so that you can make a successful maze game.